I bet on your lips there's a formula for change. I bet your kiss is the trigger for consciousness. I bet on your breath is the pillar of God's sanity. I bet you're the master key that will open any heart more to love. I bet you're my best shot, love, at eternity. So please hold on to me a bit longer. Pull me into yourself, getting closer. Let's drive each other's heat up until our heart prints burn. For just one heartbeat longer with you. That's a poem. All right. So this next one is called The Case Against Love. I want to tell you that I've never loved one woman. It was only a matter of time before I realized that just like anything else I've ever set my heart to do, I was quite a genius at suppression too. But with my mirror having gotten cleaner though, from a clearer perspective, I draw my own motto, constant change. And for me, living is simply this. And at my attempt at limiting it, I'll be the one suffocating. That's why I've quit a bunch of practices, like trying to hold people against promises they made prior months. Because whatever they said, whenever they said it, was just a fleeting effect of this weather-like thought operation. So it's foolish to ask why your boyfriend or girlfriend broke all his last promises. Like right now, why isn't it raining? Bruh, an apparition's destiny is its disappearance. It clouds over just to clear up. Inconsistency is consistently painted all over the horizon. We choose to use our eyes or close them. Learn to lead our mind or hum to it. But remember, closing doors isn't synonymous with forgetting, nor is ignorance of power an obstruction to consequence. When presenting the past, you always will tense. Imagine in alternate instances, if only your cheat sin sins that exhibited more kisses and dicking downs, it will sting as if you've lost a diamond. To think later that instead of betting on your one and only darling to always turn down, bending over to be the most human one can be, you could have stacked multiple condom pockets in distinct condos, cause can't do's were expected temptations even the hero in you would eventually have given into. But you stupidly expected the heroine in her not to. You can't get me wrong though. I've not yet suggested there's a sweetness matching this illusion of somebody exclusively yours, switching your mental stability on and off. The average individual's real world is tedious, of course. So from this hypnosis of love you and love you more, most of us gather all the kindness we'll ever know. Yet still, nothing is as deadly as this self-administered antidote because it's without a categorized means of measurement. Many of us don't know how, or even if it's possible, to fall just enough and not dig our own grave. By the time we scream for help, reality has been left too high to throw a hand. And this permanence of love is an abuse against love. Thank you so much. That's a poem. Will I perform this very less often? Okay. The weight of your absence. I just realized I might become a dad soon. Might. So I read this piece about my dad, and I was talking to this girl who might become the mother of my kid. There's a possibility, like we're still waiting for the days, okay, to be sure. So I realized that the conversation I was having with this person is exactly what my dad could have had with my mother before he left me, okay? So I gotta perform this. Oh my God. Is there any feeling that urges you to quietly leave the room where everybody else is giggling? You find yourself before a bathroom mirror because there is where you find the only person that can read you. When they talk about fatherly love, you fool yourself that you understand, but it's truly as far as a wish goes. in the mirror, Dad, the weight of your absence is doubled, and my negativity is sharper, cutting myself deeper with every tap into the thought that you've never been around, that you've always been a dad, but never been mine. I tried to remember your shadow overlapping mine on a sunny day, perhaps, but it's like rinse in a dry towel. Nothing flows because those memories were never made. I can't picture your thumb in my tiny hands or a silly memory of my tiny feet trying on your boots. And despite loving Mom more, I treasure these little moments with you more because they are limited. Limited to just wishes, which does not stop me from recounting them, even though they always mount to zero. But I believe everybody has their luckiest day. Mine would be the one the weight of your absence on me drops, because here comes my hardest thing. Tempting to forget a memory that was never made. It's like one of those frequent memories I'm trying to escape from a passionate male monster, but my legs won't fold. I've had 20-some years of my life to make sure of that. The future, on the other hand, is a bit tricky. Why? Because I'm so scared of becoming you that I may never let you into my life. Blood is thick, and all I'm trying to do is stretch as far as I can to reduce the risk of becoming you. I'm writing so that my hands can read your wrongs, that they learn what they should never do to their own. And although I'm not ready to let you in, I wish one day you could ask that I do. So every morning when I wake up, I water my guts so that on that day when you finally feel remorseful, I'll have grown enough to fit into forgiveness, because you've got to understand, man, it's a long way to travel between forgiveness and healing. And sadly, I don't know which one of those I've done already or the one that's haunting me still. And between me and my frowning reflection, I can't tell who is stronger or with a bigger gap to fill. I can't break through glass to hold his hand. He's going to run away from a destructive monster. I told you, blood is thick. He can't escort me back to the room, though, so we just stand there and stare at each other helplessly. And all my wishes flow in a tear, fall between my feet, and dry to death on the bathroom floor. That's a poem. I give you guys to go out. I'm a teacher, and I teach young kids, prepubescent students. So sometimes prepubescent students ask for a visceral elaboration of space being infinite. I fix my left fist up as the damn floating rock, and I say to them, imagine an astronaut leaves Earth right now. His rocket soars upwards beyond the point where his image of the whole third planet could fit in the delicate folds of an orchid seed. In a different direction, another astronaut soars downwards. Science says that if the astronaut going up and the astronaut going down are all never going to find an end, okay? So in the sense that the astronaut going up is never going to hit a ceiling. And the astronaut going down is never going to hit a floor, okay? So basically that's what infinity means. And if we had other astronauts going to the other cardinal directions, west and east, that also never hit a wall, okay? So if this scientific image is actually true, do we really have an up and down, like an actual up and down? Or it's just a concept in our heads, right? Thank you so much.